thing was is that I just didn't believe myself. I didn't believe in myself. I wasn't confident. I didn't believe I could do it. And I wasn't sure that I could. The next morning, I had to go and do my 4th jump. One more failure and I went home. One more failure and I didn't get my parachutist badge. I didn't go back to those 121 other ROTC cadets who wanted to go to the program who couldn't, because I would go back and I would be a failure. I would have been a practice player. The only thing that was stopping me was me. I'm getting ready for my 4th jump at this point. It's about 5:30 in the morning, Colorado Springs, Colorado, in August of 2003. As I was about to step into one of the leg straps of the harness, the jump master for our flight walked in. He was wearing the signature blue U.S. Air Force parachute jumpsuit, team jumpsuit, but he was different than the other members of the team. He was short, stocky, and his grizzled face maintained a look that said that he was pissed off all the time. He was a senior master sergeant, just one grade away from being a chief master sergeant, the high enlisted rank in the Air Force. On his name patch, in addition to the master parachutist badge, he also had the HALO badge. HALO stands for high altitude, low opening. The set of wings represented mastery in high altitude, low opening parachute jumps, and that meant one thing: he was Air Force Special Operations. And this man scared me. He wasn't relaxed and easygoing like the other jump masters. Staff Sergeant Thompson, our head jump master, was from Los Angeles and had an easy come, easy go kind of approach to life. Not this guy. He was all business, and he had to be. If you screwed around in special operations, people died, and not the bad guys. Listen up, he barked. Board calls. Everybody get crew rest? Anybody have alcohol? He asked us, continuing down the line of mandatory questions posted across from us in the gear room. No one said anything. Good. Follow me. The doors of the flight line swung open. We followed him out to the tarmac to load the plane. The sun had peeked over the horizon, allowing for full visibility on a perfectly clear, crisp morning. This is it, I thought. This is my last chance. We made a few passes for other jumpers before it was my turn. I was the second jumper on the pass, so the other cadet got the door first. I pulled down my goggles, which were fixed to my helmet, over my eyes and adjusted my helmet. My eyes widened, my mind went blank. I started to breathe more heavily as the jumper left the plane. A few seconds later, the senior master sergeant pointed at me, directing me with his finger to move closer to him. I inched down the bench until I was next to him, standing but bent over, leaning forward towards him. He grabbed me by the collar of my flight suit, harshly, and pulled me close to his face, no more than 4 inches away. I could see his wrinkles, which I'm sure were caused by dozens of direct combat missions throughout his career. Still holding onto my collar, he pointed up to my face, pointing directly at me. "Stand," he shouted as he shifted his finger to the fuselage. "In the door." In that instant, that hot August afternoon, it was that hot September afternoon from 2001 flashed before my eyes. That's it, I'm not doing it anymore. I could hear Coach Miller yelling at me, embarrassing me in front of my entire team. Every week you come out here and you show that you can do it in practice, but you get in the games and you choke. You're a practice player. Practice player. I choked under pressure. I couldn't perform when it mattered, and here I was again, standing on the literal precipice in the sky, having failed my last jump. One more failure, and I was out. I looked at the senior master sergeant, his eyes leering at mine with his finger pointed at the open door. I was not a practice player. I would not fail. I had the training. I was prepared. I wanted to be there. I was motivated. I could do this. I must do this. I will do this. I was finally confident. "Check in," I yelled. "Check out," he yelled back. "Prop. Up, down, arch." I left the plane. I thrust my hips forward and I threw my arms down to my sides, slapping the outsides of my thighs with my hands. I arched my body as much as I could. I looked up at the propeller, keeping my sight focused on the plane, now above me as I fell to help my body arch even more. 2,000, I yelled as I kept my arms at my side and my torso began to align with my hips and legs. 3,000, I yelled as I began to bring my arms away from my legs up to my side, and I was now belly to earth. I didn't flip, I did it, but I lost my count. When you lose your count, start your pull sequence. The training kicked in. Arch 1,000, look 1,000, pull 1,000. My canopy opened and filled with air. It was beautiful and rectangular. In the video room, the senior master sergeant started to review our videos. He put my cassette, VHS obviously, into the VCR. He pushed play. It ended about 2 seconds after my canopy initiated. The senior master sergeant didn't pause the video or once or say anything about the video as he played it. The only words he said to me afterwards were, "Nice jump." He rated my jump a level 3 and told me to manifest for my 5th and final jump. And after that 5th jump, my wings were pinned. And when I got home, I gave the first set of my wings to my grandfather, who immediately put them on, his Vietnam veteran hat, the same Star Dimer that he told you that I worked at. And as the server came up, he said, "You see these? These are my grandson's jumping wings. I'm very proud of them." And all it was, the only difference was confidence. I had the training and I was prepared. I wanted to be there, so I had the motivation. I was just missing the belief inside me that I could do it, that I had to believe. And I